You guys remember Austin? Or otherwise known as Chad from my base nectar video who went missing. This is Corey.
What's up, y'all?
We're at the Rich and Bennett's bar crawl today in Charlotte. You can see. One of the charities they're supporting this year is the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. So we're here and we're gonna drink in the name of CF. While I was here, I got to meet another CF'er. This is Ash. Hello. She's super awesome, and she's also on YouTube as well. So all you guys need to follow her. What's your YouTube URL?
Ashley the musician.
Yes. So all you guys go follow her. She's super rad. Yeah. Charlotte bringing CF'ers together, which if you can't tell, we are a safe distance apart, so no one flip their shit. All right.
Go see 5 feet apart. I don't care if you don't know anything about CF or anything. Educate yourself and love each other, close or from afar. What?
Exactly. Do what she says. We're trying to find a bar that we're supposed to go to. We keep getting lost. Oh, I know. Oh, there it is. World of Beer. Right there. We found it. I am way too sober for my friends right now. Me and Corey both are way too sober for this guy right there.
That fella.
Woo. This fella right here in the glasses. Shiver me timbers. We made it. Finally. You know, everyone knows Brooke, my ex. It's our friend Kylie. Say hi to the world, Kylie. Live? Are you live on camera right now?
On TV. Hey, put it back in my pocket.
Oh my god. So, I didn't get a ton of footage from the bar crawl. These things got a little too rowdy too quick. All I'm going to say is I do not want to see another bottle of Jameson for a very, very, very long time. Also, there were these like protesters outside of one of the bar. They're the people that hold the dumb signs. It's like telling everyone they're going to hell if they're gay and all that good stuff. You know, those kind of dudes. So I walked over and was asking him questions, like actual questions while recording it. One of his little followers accidentally knocked my camera out of my hand and the bottom broke. So that was cool. Not really. It didn't really break, but there's a flap on these Canon cameras that you close, that opens and closes, where you put the SD card and the battery, and the little hinge broke off of it, so now I'm gonna have to get some like electrical tape and tape it shut so it'll stay closed. Kinda sucks, but oh well. It is what it is. My hair is finally getting long again. Oh my god, the only annoying thing about it right now, and I just got out of the shower, this isn't just like super greasy, nasty hair. The only bad thing about it is it's not long enough to really completely tie back yet. So I can tie back the top bit, but then you have these weird sides, but ready for it to be long again. Kind of have to have like a little high half samurai bun going on, but hey, it's better than nothing. So the t-shirts are going to be restocked in like 2 or 3 days. They're on the way here now, so whenever they get here, I'll be throwing them up so you guys can jump on those and order more, because you scooped them all up in like 3 days last time, which was absolutely epic. And we'll also have the Do More Than Just Breathe t-shirts in extra large this time, because you guys asked for it. So one thing, I put way too much can of butter on my toast this morning. Lord have mercy. I'm trying to do a lot to really get my appetite stimulated, because you know, I haven't been in the gym in like a month, 2 months, something like that. Got sick around Christmas and I got another sinus infection and I kept just like getting sick, and I've told you guys that that's the hardest part really about CF and staying in the gym. Is it's not a matter of if you're going to get sick and kind of like lose progress and fall off the wagon. It's a matter of when you're going to get sick and lose your progress, and that happened to me. And through being sick and just kind of some stress and things that I've had going on, I've lost like 10 pounds, so I'm down to 135 right now. So that's been really really fun. It's always nice to walk by a mirror and cringe at the way you look. It's always lovely. So just kind of dealing with that. It's like once you get back in the gym and get the kind of routine going, then it's okay. But once you've been in the gym and you're starting to make progress and you get sick and you have to take 2 or 3 weeks out of the gym, even a normal person, you know how it is. If like you kind of fall off of your routine, it gets really hard to pick yourself back up. And then with CF, because it's so easy to drop weight, whenever you drop all that weight, it's just kind of like, heck, here we go again. And so once I get back into it, it'll be no big deal. But right now I'm just trying to like get the motivation to get into it. And I'm also out of my supplements, like my whey protein and all that kind of stuff that I take whenever I go to the gym to ensure that I gain weight instead of just burn the weight off me. So I haven't gotten to the gym yet because of that, because I'm trying to get some money to buy those, because while I can get the 3,000 plus calories in just food, it is very hard, especially now that I'm like pescatarian slash vegetarian. Like it's way harder to get like the 3,000 calories just off food alone. So once I save up the cash for my supplements and all that again, I'm gonna force myself to get back in the gym and get this weight on, because I really can't stand the way that I look right now. And that's just being perfectly honest with everybody. Like, look at this skinny ass arm thing going on right now. And not to mention, when I lose this weight, it makes this thing stick out even more. And I already hate the way this port looks. Like, I'm not sure if I'll ever really get used to it, because everyone says, oh, Morgan, like, you'll get over it and whatever. And I don't really know if I ever will. Like, it's made my life so much easier to where if something happens, instead of having to get a PICC line, it's just like, boop. Put the needle in the port, you're good to go. But I hate the way that it looks. But it's not as bad when I gain weight and I'm in the gym and it starts to kind of like cover it up and everything, and my chest gets bigger. But now that I've lost all this weight, it's sticking out again, and I just really am not digging my body and appearance right now. I've always had body issues and confidence issues in my body pretty much all of my life. It's just kind of another thing I have to deal with, which I know, like, you know, I can't help it, and eventually I'll get it back. But for now, it's just dealing with being super skinny again and just bleh. I just pretty much wear hoodies a lot when I go out in public now, until I beef myself back up. But I'm not here with you guys, because like I said, I'm always gonna be real and honest and show kind of the ups and downs of this disease and what goes along with it. And you're constantly fluctuating weight and just kind of the mental battle with that and your physical appearance. It's always gonna be a big thing for me. The things that happen, like, you know, you losing weight, all those are always gonna happen, and you're always gonna kind of have to deal with those mental struggles that go along with it. So while I do good most of the time, when things like this happen, I get down, I get bummed, but I'm pretty much just trying to eat my body weight in food and try to pack on some pounds before I get back in the gym. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that right now. But on to some less depressing emo news. Channel is now up to 43,096 subscribers. We are creeping up on being halfway to the silver play button, and it's absolutely epic. Never know what to say. Thank you guys, but it never feels like enough to just say thank you. But I'm just forever grateful. You guys are absolutely amazing. This is cool, but very, very, very bittersweet. The 5 feet apart reaction video to the very first trailer that I did in the hospital, that most of you guys have seen, and it's what led you to my channel. It's 8,000 views away from hitting 1 million views, which is ridiculous. It's insanity. But the bad thing about that is Lionsgate hit that one with the copyright when it started getting traction whenever I was in the hospital. So 1 million views on a video, especially when you've been getting really heavy traffic and getting higher priced ads, that could have made me a couple $1,000s right there. But all it's done is go into the pocket of the studio. Still really cool. I'm about to have a video that has 1 million views. That's kind of mind-blowing. I know you guys will say fair use, but the way that the fair use and reaction videos work is it's this very like slippery slope to where no one is technically wrong or right. Like, Lionsgate distributed it, it's their property. Yes, I was adding commentary to it, but I'm also using their footage. So if they want to hit it with a copyright, they're allowed. And I know I could dispute it but they haven't hit any of the other ones with it, so I'm just gonna let it go because I really don't feel like disputing it with them. It's not that big of a deal. Just like the Grey's Anatomy video got hit by whatever company puts that out, one of them did. So it's a really weird thing. It depends on how long the footage is that you're using, how long there's a gap between you speaking and how much footage is playing. So I'm not really sure what all the criteria is, but yeah, reaction and fair use is like this really weird thing, and I just really don't feel like disputing it and going with it. But I'm also, as I'm sitting here, I'm working on a blog post on my website. It'll be like the first official blog post that's on there. So that'll be up hopefully super soon. I write a lot, and the bad thing about when I write blogs is I'll just write a ton of stuff, and then I kind of have to go through and edit it. Not necessarily shorten it, but whenever I write, my train of thought when it comes to certain subjects, especially something that I feel very deep about, will kind of go all over the place, and then I kind of have to rearrange stuff so it flows better. Because whether it's a Instagram post or Facebook post or all that, I like to write deep. I'm a very detailed writer, and I always like it to have kind of like a beginning, a middle, and an end. You know, it kind of just like a full coherent story of a post or whatever I do. So that's what I'm working on now, and that'll be posted in a little bit. And whenever I do that, I will link it. It'll be something to read with your morning coffee. I'm also going to be throwing up a vlog soon about one of my good friends' podcasts. His name's William. He has CF, and I've done a couple of podcasts for him, and it's a different CF podcast, so it doesn't just sound like your typical like Joe Rogan podcast type deal. He's a very good, he does overdubs, and he's very good at like making a narrative, and it's like listening to a very soothing story about CF. So I'm gonna have a vlog post about him because I really want you guys to check that out and try to get him as much love as possible because he puts so much time and effort into his podcast. Like, he makes custom art for it and everything, and he's just a super rad dude. Definitely be on the lookout for all that. That's kind of what's coming in the future. And I also, if we get to 65,000 subscribers, like, I don't know how quick we'll get there, but if we do get to 65,000, do a really big fundraiser for the More Than Just Me Foundation, which is a foundation that raises awareness and funds for cystic fibrosis, but instead of the research part, they help on the ground, is what I call it. Like, they have a program. Kids can rent video games and video game consoles while they're in the hospital. They have a CF'er of the month to where you can nominate a person with cystic fibrosis, and if they win, they get this huge prize pack filled with all this super rad gear from More Than Just Me sponsors. They're not a giant foundation, but they try to help where they can. Grocery bills, just gas, anything to try to help families affected with CF immediately. Whereas a lot of programs you have to apply for and you have to wait and you have to get grant. More Than Just Me is ran by one of my best friends, Tommy Danger. Yes, that's his real last name. And he's super rad dude and just wants to help as many people as possible. So if we get to 65,000, I'm gonna do a fundraiser for that, and it's going to be absolutely epic. Why 65,000? Because kids used to say 65 roses instead of cystic fibrosis. It's actually a really cool story, so if you want to, go on Google and type in 65 roses to learn where it all came from. All right, ow, my hair's getting annoying. Ah! This is awkward. I've posted all these videos about 5 feet apart, and I'm so happy that they've gotten so many people to go to the theaters to pick up the book and to learn about CF. This movie has literally changed the landscape of CF since it came out. Search results have went up like 130–40% or something like that for cystic fibrosis. So many people are learning about it. It's absolutely amazing. And I am going to do a full review, which I love the movie, so I'm not gonna say really it's a review, because it's not like I'm gonna review it and then all of a sudden be like, oh, this sucks. So I mean, I love the movie obviously, but I'm going to go into more detail about what I really liked about it, like full spoilers, what I really liked about it, the things that really touched me, the accuracies, the inaccuracies, but there wasn't very many inaccuracies, but just a couple things that maybe would be like a little different in real life, because you guys are just curious about it. So if you guys that have seen the movie have any questions like specific to the movie, like would this situation really happen, or what did you think about this scene or whatever, drop them in the comments. If you can, put spoiler alert right beforehand before you drop the comment down below, because it has been released in a lot of territories, but there are a lot of foreign markets it still hasn't came out and people haven't got to watch it yet, so I really don't want to spoil it for anyone. So if you have a question that contains a spoiler, that's totally fine, but please just give a spoiler warning so you don't ruin it for anyone else. I'm gonna get started on reading the book as well. I've had it on my phone ever since pretty much it was released, and I've forever been tempted to read it, but I wanted to wait till the movie. Finally saw the movie, so I'm gonna read the book now. So maybe by the time I do kind of like my deep dive into the movie, I'll have had to read the book and I can kind of talk to you guys about the difference, but not making any promises because I am a slow reader and I get distracted like crazy. I have squirrel brain. I'll be doing one thing 1 minute, I'm like, oh, this is a great book, squirrel! That's about all I got for this vlog, guys. Like I said, I'm trying to finish this blog up and doing a couple other business calls. So I'm not gonna do any questions on this vlog, but I legit just put a new Q&A thread in the community tab since the last one kind of got buried by a bunch of posts. I want to drop your 5 feet apart questions there. That's fine, you could drop them in this video, but if you have any general questions for me about CF, life, really anything, go to the community tab and there will be the new Q&A thread. Drop your questions there and I will try to get to them on future vlogs. As always, thank you guys for all of your support. Like 43,000 subscribers is absolutely bananas and it just keeps growing. You guys are amazing. Keep telling all your friends about the vlog. Share all the videos you can. I love every single one of you. Be sure to follow me on social media. All of my links are right here. And be sure to smash the subscribe button. But after you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notifications whenever I post new content so you don't miss out. Thank you guys for checking out the vlog. I love you all. See you next time. Later.